Hey guys, Anori here. Welcome back for a new video. Yay! This video was just me really testing out and using all my Copic markers after having been away from them for like 6 months. So, oh boys. This drawing was made with Colerase pencils, as the sketch as you can see me doing there. And the coloring is made with Copic markers, different sort of ones I have, on a watercolor postcard. So the paper is actually meant for watercolors, but I do enjoy using markers on it, although it sucks up so much ink. So I started by sketching out the girl who I decided to draw. I didn't really know what to draw, so I just went with what I usually do then, girls and unicorns this time. So I had unicorn girl. I hadn't chosen the colors in advance, and I hadn't decided to post in advance either. I did try making a thumbnail, but I diverted from that pretty quickly as I realized I didn't want to draw that anyway, so yay. I do apologize for pushing it off the camera once in a while. It's just this also smaller piece of paper that I'm usually working on, so what can I say? It happens, I guess. I do apologize for the lack of videos last week, but I am currently working on my thesis, and sadly, or not sadly, but I mean, it has to be my priority, so that is why there was no videos last week. I'm hoping to try in the Easter break. I may have a bit of time there to build up a small buffer so this won't happen again. And I'm seeing how much I can pre-record just to make it a bit easier on me. So here I had chosen my different colors, and I started in by blocking the shadows in one area and then going really quickly in with the lighter color to add the gradation and whatnot. And I decided, at least for the beginning of it, I decided to make it lineless, so that's not something I'm used to doing with markers, making this a pretty new experience for me too. The good thing about working on watercolor paper is that although it does suck up a lot of ink, it also means that you have a little more leeway. At least I used to feel that I have a little more leeway to actually go in and blend the colors, because there's excess ink, a lot of it. I accidentally also colored in the white of the eyes, but I found out that I could lift that a bit with a lighter color, so I did that later. But yeah, so I started by blocking in the shadows, and I didn't add that much shadow to begin with because I wasn't sure how Copics will react on this paper, and I haven't used Copics in a while, so I'm also a bit out of practice. I mean, probably used markers for a while, so I did do that one drawing here and there, but really mixing and stuff I haven't done in a while, so yeah. And also I took this as a chance to try something new, both with painting semi-lineless, but also by trying out techniques of using lighter colors on top of darker colors and just sort of overlaying it, if that makes sense. I saw this really cool post on Instagram, somebody who was shading with a green color on top of like the main colors, and it did give that sort of overlay effect. So I thought, hey, let's try it out. Also because I wanted the top to look semi-transparent or semi-see-through, so I just went in and colored the skin color, and I did a mistake there of coloring the arm part a little bit too much, so but hey, I'm learning, I'm trying new stuff, I'm proud. Little less proud that I didn't include her hands in this drawing, but I mean, I can't win every time. None of us can, so what else? yeah, so now first I started by coloring all of her skin, so I wouldn't forget like what order, to put it that way, that I had put the colors down. And then next I added what did I do? Oh yeah, I colored the top. I just stick with 2 colors for the darker part of the top, and then for the top, well, I mean, right now it's the skirt and the bra that I'm coloring, and then for the rest of the top I went over with 2 other colors on top of everything else. And I think I killed at least one of my markers in this process, but I feel it was really worth it because it was fun to try something new and experiment with something new. And yeah, so here I'm coloring it, and I find out that one of the colors I had chosen is dying, so I find another marker that looks sort of close to what I want. And as you can see, I just colored lightly on top of everything. And even though it is a much lighter color than the base colors I'm drawing on, you can actually still see it on the paper, which I feel personally looks kind of cool. I've never tried something like this, so this is fun to try. Drawing more transparent clothes. Next time I might just add a little less shading underneath it to make it more clear, but honestly I think it looked pretty okay. And then I think, again, because it's watercolor paper, I mean, it sucked up a lot of ink, but on the other hand, it allowed me for better mixing later, as it was kind of easier, I feel, to lift it again. I don't know, maybe. And here I started coloring the eyes, and actually the really light pink also lifted a lot of the eyes by themselves, and I used a light gray for the white of the eye too, and yeah. The hair is always fun to draw. I wanted to, not straight out gradient, but I draw a gradient, but I wanted to like have it go from dark to light to dark again, and it was really fun to experiment with, because that was, I mean, compared to the skin, this was harder because I didn't go over the same places as much. But generally, I tried to use like colors that were obviously close to each other, but still had some difference in values. Everywhere, I need to practice a bit more with that. I did a second drawing where I forgot to record half of the coloring of it, so never mind that. The horn, I kept in yellow, and I should have made more definite definitions, but then I used the yellow to tie the rest of the drawing together by giving it a slight tint here and there, and also by making the entire background yellow. I felt that the drawing looked pretty empty, but I hadn't planned any background, so I decided to wing it. And here I'm just adding a bit more shading to her face, melting everything a bit more together. And I mean, I'm not used to doing lineless drawing, so by the end of it I did end up adding a bit of bit of detail using the 2 Colerase pencils I had nearby, and a Hi-Tec pilot liner thingamajig. Yes, that is what is such a thingamajig. In any case, I colored the entire thing in with the yellow, and you can see it slowly dying on me. So I added another yellow to kind of even it out a bit, which helped a lot. And then because I still felt that it was missing something, I decided to go in with my white gel pen and add stars, which sadly you can't see that well. But yeah, I think that's about everything that I have to add, except that, hey, this drawing will be available, the original will be available on my Etsy shop, which will be linked below. And I will also be hopefully making prints of this one and the companion drawing that I made, which I sadly forgot to record. All in all, sorry about that. All in all, this was a really fun drawing to do, and I will definitely try experimenting more with this in the future. So I'm just gonna zoom out for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!